Senator, I'd like to ask you a few of the ideas you mentioned at the top of the hour: guaranteed vacation, paid leave, that sort of thing. That would increase the cost of hiring. If you're a business and you'd like to hire 2 people, all of a sudden the cost of hiring those people goes up. You might only hire 1 person. You mentioned Europe. There's a higher structural unemployment there, in part because it's more expensive to hire people full-time. So is that a trade-off you're willing to make, that the quality of the jobs gets better, but there are few of them?
Well, I don't think it necessarily works one-to-one. Your point is a decent point. I think essentially in the last 40 years or so, the playing field in this country has been very much against working families. Right? It's not only that median family income today is $5,000 less than it was in 1999. It's that millions of people are working longer hours for lower wages and so forth and so on. So anytime you make change, you're right, there are ramifications of that change. Nothing happens which is 100% positive. But I think, given the fact that the United States is the only major country on earth, the only major economy that does not have guaranteed vacation time, sick leave, or parental leave, I think we have got to address that. So yes, there may be some repercussions to that. But on the other hand, you tell me, what are the repercussions when a woman has a baby today and is forced to go back to work in a week and doesn't have the opportunity to bond? What happens to her child in her life and the father's life? Is that a repercussion? What happens when today somebody in Washington, D.C. is working in McDonald's who has the flu because he can't afford to take that day off? Is there a repercussion to that in terms of illness? What happens when a family, can't spend some vacation time together? So every public policy has positives and negatives, but I think the time is long overdue for us to start addressing the needs of working families.